The art of spending. Why earning alone will never make you truly wealthy. Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel where we dive deep into the truths that shape our lives, our habits, and our futures. If you've been with me for a while, you already know that my mission here is to help you not only dream bigger, but also live smarter. And if you're new here, welcome. You've just stepped into a space where knowledge meets motivation and where inspiration is backed by action. Today's topic is one that so many people overlook until it's too late. It's a topic that can be the difference between a life of constant struggle and a life of stability and freedom. We're going to talk about the truth behind the statement. You know how to earn, but you don't know how to spend. Earning money is a skill, no doubt about it. Some people are exceptional at it. They have the hustle, creativity, and discipline to generate income from one, two, or sometimes multiple streams. They wake up early, stay up late, and constantly find ways to increase their revenue. But here's the brutal reality. Earning alone will not make you rich. If you don't know how to manage and spend your money wisely, you will always be chasing more without ever feeling secure. I've seen countless stories of people who earned millions, yet ended up with nothing because the way they spent was disconnected from the way they earned. It's a trap that catches not just the careless, but also the hardworking. And in this video, I want to pull you out of that trap before it swallows your future. Think about this. Money is like water in your hands. You can fill them up to the brim, but if you keep letting it slip through your fingers without knowing where it's going, you'll always end up empty-handed. Many people believe that the answer to financial problems is simply to earn more. But more money, without better spending habits, is like pouring more water into a bucket full of holes. The truth is, you can make 6 figures a year and still be broke if you spend recklessly, and you can make half of that and still live in abundance if you spend wisely. The problem isn't always that we don't understand value. It's that we confuse spending with rewarding ourselves. We believe that because we worked hard for the money, we deserve to spend it however we please. And yes, you do deserve to enjoy the fruits of your labor. But here's the catch. True enjoyment comes from balance, not from blowing every cent you make. If your spending habits constantly leave you with nothing left to save or invest, you are not rewarding yourself. You are robbing your future self. Every dollar you earn has potential. It can be used to create comfort, build security, open opportunities, and even multiply itself. But every dollar also has the potential to disappear into something meaningless if it's spent without intention. The difference between the two outcomes comes down to your mindset. Are you thinking short-term, or are you thinking long-term? Do you spend because something makes you feel good in the moment, or because it will contribute to a better tomorrow? If you don't take control of your spending will control you. Let's be honest, the world is full of temptations. From flashy gadgets to the latest fashion, from expensive dinners to luxurious trips, there's no shortage of ways to part with your money. And marketing companies know exactly how to make you want things you don't need. They tap into your emotions, your sense of status, your fear of missing out. Before you know it, you're spending money not because you need something, but because you've been convinced that buying it will make you happier, more respected, or more fulfilled. But that's a dangerous illusion. True happiness isn't sold in stores, it's built in your choices. If you truly want to master the art of spending, you have to start by redefining what wealth means to you. Wealth is not about the size of your paycheck. It's about the size of your financial freedom. It's not about how many things you own, but how many options you have. Real wealth is being able to make decisions based on what's best for your life, not what's best for your bills. And you can't get there if every time money comes in, it goes straight back out. Here's the truth. Every purchase is a trade. You're trading hours of your life, your hard work, your mental energy for whatever you're buying. That new car, those designer shoes, that upgraded phone, they all cost you something far more valuable than money, your time. If you start looking at spending through that lens, you'll begin to see the real price of everything. That's when you start questioning whether something is truly worth it. Learning how to spend wisely doesn't mean living in deprivation. It means aligning your spending with your priorities. It means cutting back on things that don't matter so you can invest in the things that do. Maybe that means putting more toward your education, building a side business, saving for a home, or investing in assets that will generate income for years to come. When you spend with purpose, you're not just buying things, you're building a future. But here's the hard part. You have to be willing to delay gratification. We live in a world that praises instant results. But real financial growth is a slow process. It's about making choices today that your future self will thank you for. That means sometimes saying no to a luxury you can afford right now, because you know that same money can grow into something greater if you give it time. It means resisting the urge to upgrade every time a newer, shinier version comes out and instead focusing on what adds value to your life. And let's not forget the role of budgeting. A budget is not a restriction, it's a tool of empowerment. It gives you clarity about where your money is going, and that clarity is the foundation of control. Too many people avoid budgets because they think it will make them feel limited. But in reality, it gives them freedom. Freedom to spend without guilt, freedom to save without stress, and freedom to know exactly where you stand. The greatest irony is that the people who master spending don't just keep their money, they also enjoy it more. Because when you spend intentionally, you appreciate your purchases more. You're not just buying to fill a void or to keep up with others. You're buying because what you've chosen truly matters to you. And that kind of spending is satisfying in a way that mindless spending never can be. So, my challenge to you today is simple. The next time you're about to make a purchase, stop and ask yourself, is this helping me build the life I want? Or is it just a momentary distraction? If it's the latter, walk away. Your future is worth more than that momentary high. You've worked hard to learn how to earn. Now it's time to learn how to spend. And when you master both, you don't just survive, you thrive. That's when your money becomes a tool for freedom, for security, for peace of mind. And that's when you stop living paycheck to paycheck and start living on purpose. Thank you for spending this time with me today. If this message spoke to you, if it lit a spark in you to start being more intentional with your money, then I know you're ready for the next step. This is what we do here on this channel. We grow together, we challenge old habits, and we create a future worth living. So, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications, and join this community of thinkers, dreamers, and doers. Because earning money is good, but spending it wisely is what will make you truly wealthy. And together, we're going to master both.